guys, welcome to So Sweet Charms. So today we're going to be making the classic American meal, I guess, lunch meal. For myself, I'm Canadian, so I used to eat this all the time when I was a child. It was my fave. Can't eat it anymore because I have gluten allergies. But anyways, we are going to be making KD. We're going to be making Kraft macaroni and cheese earrings. And they're going to be a kawaii style of earrings. So we're going to have, when I do earrings, I like to do opposite pairings. So not exactly even all the time like my daisies like I did. But it would be, one side is going to be cheese and the other side is going to be the macaroni shell. So let's get started on this. So I'm going to start with the cheese. Ooh, I forgot my red. I don't have orange, so I'm going to be making it with yellow. We're going to be making it with yellow and red, like I said. Sorry, I ended at yellow, but yellow and red, because I don't have orange, so I'm going to be making my own. So I'm just going to take a small amount of red, because this red is quite strong compared to this yellow. So I'm going to mix it through, and hopefully I get the color that I'm looking for. And I'm going to angle the camera so you can actually see the work surface here. Oops. Today is not my day. There we go. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. And we're going to blend it right through. Now the macaroni cheese, you know, it's a really nice orange, like a bright orange color. Now I'm looking more for a cheesy look, so like almost like a cheddar cheese if I can get it. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It is a cheddar cheese, but I've seen people do charms where the cheese is really orange and it's like excessively orange. I don't think it's necessarily the right color of orange. So let's do this some more. Yep, that's the color I'm looking for. So it's almost like a peachy, I don't know if you can see it properly. It's a little bit darker in your screen. But it's the color I'm looking for when I'm looking at it. So there we go. So we got the cheese. And to make, so wipe your hands with your cloth or your scrap like I showed you in the other video, just rolling through your hands. Now with the pasta, because I want it to be more of on a beige side, I'm going to be using a little bit of white. I think that the Primo ecru is a little bit too, well, it might be okay. Let's see. I think it is actually okay. So the idea, what I was planning to do was a little bit of white and translucent and ecru, but I think these two actually work quite well. Just let me take a little closer look. Maybe just a little bit lighter. So I'm going to do, just by adding a little bit of white to my ecru, I'm not going to use a translucent like I was planning to. So let's see if I get okay color here. So you want to mix it together really well, just to ensure that you're getting a nice, even color distribution, that it's not marbled. And you could pull and stretch just to make sure. So let's see now. Oh yeah, there we go. So just a little bit of white into that ecru. Alright, so let's start with the actual pasta. So we are going to roll it into a ball, and then, alright, I'm going to roll it in between my hands like a snake, but I want it to be a thick snake because my earring post is like this. So I want to make sure that it's going to be thick enough that it hides my earring post, which I think that is. So I'm just going to roll it out just a little bit, and with my beautiful blade scraper, which I love to use, or you can use your X-Acto knife or any other tool. I just find that this is really solid and it cuts really nicely. Cut there just to make a nice sharp edge, and there. and you're just going to turn it up a little bit, just like that. And I'm showing you the back side of it. So I'm just turning it up. That's what it looks like to me in the front. Now, we want to make this look like pasta, so we want to put those holes in there. I'm using this tool from a cake decorating set from Atico. I don't know what this particular product is called, but it has a point. The other end is a flat surface, but I'm using the pointed end, and I'm just going to poke in, and as I'm poking it in, I'm just twirling it. And basically, when you're twirling it, what it's doing is actually opening it up and making it smooth instead of just having a poke. So you can see, pretty cool, right? And just kind of center it as even as possible. And twirl, twirl. If you just poke it through, you're not going to get the look that you're looking for. When you twirl it, it makes the edges of the pasta come to life. So you can see there, there. And again, work it as you want. And because it pushes it out, just kind of shape it back. And if you want to shape it even more, just get one of your rounding tools. Just kind of roll it in there. And I'm just shaping it back to where it looks like a piece of pasta. And I'm just verifying that it is covered. Don't know what side I want to use. Sorry guys. I think this side. There we go. So we got our pasta. Now if you have any indents or any creases, just kind of smooth them out with your finger, or you can use your like blending tool and just make sure that it's all smoothed out. And again, if you want to make it skinnier, just roll it out in between your fingers, which I am doing just a little bit here, and then bend it up. Right. And just fix it again, pressing down, twirling it. There you go. There's our macaroni pasta. I love him. Alright, so that's one earring. Done. Alright, the cheese. Completely up to you. You can roll it out into a thin slice so that it looks like a cheese slice. Or you can roll it into like the traditional block cheese. Or I'll show you what I mean. And I'm going to make this a little bit fatter by squeezing it and pushing it in together. Right, and just pushing it down just to flatten the backside. I'm not pushing it out so that it stretches out, just to flatten the back so that it's nice and smooth. Alright, so I have it in a square. You can leave it like this, completely up to you, but I am going to cut it so that it looks like a triangular piece of cheese. And it doesn't have to be perfectly even, because sometimes when you cut cheese, it's not even. Haha, cut the cheese. I'm joking, you're right. And just play with it. And you want to make sure that it is similar, I guess, in size, like realistically. It is going to be sitting on the ear. So when you place if I could speak, when you place the backing of the earring, don't place it right in the center. Now, if you're using this for a child's ear, this might come up too high above the actual ear, like where the opening is, like at the top of your ear. So you may want to place it just up higher so that the cheese hangs lower on your ear, if you know what I mean. So like instead of it, let me angle this back up. If I placed it in the center of the post, it'll probably sit up, it would probably sit up too high. So let me put that in the center. I'll show you what I mean. It's not baked, so it would sit up way too high. So I'm going to place it lower so that it's sitting evenly in your ear, but it's hanging down. And I think that's more what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to angle this back down again. All right. Now with the cheese, I think I want to make it look like it has holes. So you can use that same tool. And you're going to do different size holes along the entire surface of where we cut it, or cut it. Like I said, today is not my day. I don't know how to speak. All right, so that's the other side I did. And you also want to do it along the back side, because when it's sitting on your ear, you will still see that surface. All right. And you can add as many holes as you want or as little. So I just added just a few more. So that's what it looks like all around. And now you can also add it to the top if you wanted to. So I'm just going to add just a few. So that it looks like that. And there's still enough area where I can do my little eyes and my mouth. And the underside, you don't necessarily have to do that because it will be hidden. So it'll be like this on your ear. Hope you can see that. Oh, so cute. And you can smooth it out if you don't like how it's looking in terms of, like, if you find that the holes are too rough looking, just kind of rub it so that it looks more like cheese. All right. And there we go. We have our macaroni and cheese. And you can bake these at 45 minutes. This is the Primo brand. This is much thicker than a 1/4 inch. So that's why I'm baking it at 45 minutes. And once they're fully baked, we will come back and we will do kawaii faces on them. So I hope you enjoyed the project so far. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so my earrings have been finished baking, and I applied E6000 and I put a drop on the back of the post and then applied it to the back of the polymer clay creation. And within 2 minutes it was stuck on there and it's not coming off. So that is the macaroni and cheese one that we're doing. And this was the marshmallow one that I did earlier. So I'm going to show you how to do the kawaii faces and how I do them. There's a lot of people that do different styles. This is just the way that I like to do it, or I'm currently doing them until I get better at them. So I'm just using acrylic paint. It's water-based crafting paint, so it's that one there. And I just get that at Dollarama, and that's a dollar store that's located in Canada. So just be patient with me. I'm just getting used to working this way. So if the camera's a little shaky, I apologize. Now the kawaii charms, their eyes are quite large, so completely up to you on how big or how small you want to place them. Just keep in mind that you are going to be putting highlights in the eyes, so you want them at a good size. So that's the one. I'm just going to dip it in again. And if you need to take off excess, just tap it on your finger or on a piece of paper, just so you know how much is coming out in one shot. Oh, they're so cute. Alright, now I'm going to apply the highlights. And again, this one I made the eyes a little bit closer, but traditionally in kawaii charms they are further apart, but I just decided to do closer ones. So I'm just tapping it on my finger to see how much comes off. paint there. And tap it on straight on. There we go. Oops, it wasn't in frame. Sorry, guys. And let's try this one. Dip it in my paint. And if it's starting to run close together, more than likely it's because the paint is too watery. And plus the angle that I have it on. But don't worry, you can always go in there with your black paint and just separate it if you want to. But I think those look good. And always make sure that the highlights are going in the same direction. Not one going that way, or only if you want them to have kooky eyes, then you can definitely do that. So I'm just going to apply some black paint on my toothpick just to separate these two a little bit more. There we go. So cute. I love them. I really find that when you do double highlights, it really brings out the charm, like in the eyes. So 1, 2. And I tend to do my highlights always in the same direction. Like on the same side looking one way. I don't know why, but that's how I do them. So they look cute. You can see that they're starting to, there's character to them. Now, typically, when we do the cheeks, a lot of people, or kawaii charms, they do it right attached to the eye here. I like to actually do them lower so that you have that separation of eye and cheek, and that's completely up to you. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just dipping it into my pink here, just grabbing some on the brush, or the tip, just taking off some excess. Come back here. Not enough. I'm going to do it to the other side. And I have this earrings just stuck into a styrofoam piece. So you can get a styrofoam piece from anywhere. And again, I got mine at a cake decorating store because I had the supplies left over. So this one, I'm actually going to do my cheeks higher since I have a hole in one. There. And a little one here. So you can see them. Cute. Alright, sorry guys. And then I'm just going to get some of the black paint back on my toothpick here. And I'm going to test it on my finger to see how it's running out. And I'm just going to put a little smile. And it could be a half smile, a sideways smile, angry, upside down, however you want it. Alright. This one. Oops. It's kind of hard to do this since I'm holding the camera with one hand. I'm trying to make sure. So that one just has like a little fatter smile. There we go. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. There we go. So that is my kawaii faces. If you find that you don't like how it is in any of the areas that you want more of a curve, at this point you can apply rubbing alcohol and rub it off, and it comes off quite easily. But I like them. They're cute. Different type of character. Actually, I'm going to add like more of a mouth to this one since it's quite thick. And I normally don't make them that thick, but I'm going to make it like the mouth is really open. And like really, like that. Actually, I'm going to make it go across. Sorry guys. Keeps on spinning on me because I'm doing it with one hand. So I'm going to do the same to this because they are thick. And I'm going to apply a pink dot so that it's like a tongue. And sorry. So their tongues are sticking out on that one. I think that's so super cute. I might do a few more charms like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Fully let these dry before you glaze them. I recommend glazing anything that you paint on, just so you're protecting them and they don't get worn off. So that's my macaroni and cheese. So you can see the little cheese holes. They have little tongues in them, which I think is a really cute added little charm to them. And if you enjoyed this project and really liked it, I would love to see your creations as well. Just like us below, subscribe to us, and leave a comment below letting us know what you liked about it. And if you didn't like it, hopefully you did. And let me know what other projects you would like to see. So I hope you enjoyed the way that I made my kawaii faces. That's the style that I personally use right now. It might change later on in the future, but I think they are so super cute, so super easy, and your paints will last you a whole long time. I'm still currently out there looking for really tiny thin paint brushes, so that's why I'm currently using toothpicks. I know there are daughter tools similar to, just looking at my cake decorating supplies here, which is a balling tool, but I don't have one that's small enough. So if you happen to know where I could find super small ones, send me a link and I will definitely look into it, and then I'll use it and show you how it turns out. Thanks guys for watching. Continue to support us, subscribe to us, and thanks for watching So Sweet Charms. Have a great day guys. Bye.